Geek Talk.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of Geek Talk DW. Yet again, shorten the title, and I got it right 2 times in a row now. We are going to be discussing the movie that was a superhero movie without being a superhero movie and blew the superhero genre out of the water. That's right, folks, we're talking about Wolverine, the best there is at what he does, and what he does best isn't very nice. Today, I be David Jackson. To my right, we have
Anthony Pratt
and
John Smith
and Dee Harris.
Cajun's back.
Why so somber?
because he was late for the last one.
Yeah, I was late, and then I came in, and there was
left.
some distraction, and then I walked away to pee.
We could have been done with Get Out in about an hour and 10 minutes if Cajun had been late.
Possibly, yeah, very possibly. Going to do that all way off track.
So today, well, not today. I mean, we already recorded one today. This is our second recording today. You guys don't know that because you're not going to listen to this on the same day. Anyhow.
Yeah, so I'll probably put this one. I'm gonna work on the other one's almost done.
Yeah, Get Out's going to go up tonight on the 29th of May, and then I'll put Logan up probably a couple days from now.
Make sure I get both of those ASAP.
Told him I was recording. So.
How you doing, Bill?
Why'd you want the electric bill if you're going to start recording?
Because I can do more than one thing at a time.
Just 4 other people here today. He ain't got to carry the whole show.
So anyway, we're going to talk about Logan. Mr. James Howlett, Mr. Wolverine, Patch, a bunch of different things as people know him. This movie...
Oh, that's mine.
If they were to say that the X-Men franchise was over and done with after watching Logan, I would totally be okay with that.
They probably should.
Yeah.
I don't know.
we're getting Dark Phoenix and X-Force.
Okay, X-Force is going to be awesome.
I feel like they should let that trilogy die and keep going with what they're building on now.
I thought that original trilogy was
the original trilogy is over. Like,
Right, but this was still part of
It died
But
with
this
that
was still,
third movie
but the
that was
Wolverine,
terrible.
right? But the Wolverine movies are still part
Yeah.
of that universe.
I know what everybody will like. Let's kill off everybody loves.
Okay, so what's a sixology? I don't know what the term is.
It's a saga.
A saga.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Star Wars is what it is. But nowhere near the caliber of it.
And more movies than Star Wars now.
Holy crap, they are. Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
That train has started rolling again.
But for sure, like if they after this movie, though, honestly, if they were to like, this is the definitive ending to the X-Men franchise that we started, I'd be perfectly okay with it. And then with what's coming next, like Anthony said, with Dark Phoenix, I'm not looking forward to that movie at all.
No.
Dark Phoenix does not need to be a solo movie. They should have.
Not when you don't expand on the character first.
Yeah. They should not have done that already. They
I didn't
should've.
even know that was a
Like
thing.
I
That's
didn't
the next X-Men movie.
hate Apocalypse, but I also wasn't that
mediocre.
invested in
I didn't hate Apocalypse, but it was the weakest of that new trilogy.
Yeah.
Between First Class and Days of Future Past, Apocalypse is the weakest.
So
of the
why
three.
did they keep flopping on the third one?
I actually liked it. That's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, I was more scared of the white
Which
dude
one?
and Get Out than I
Apocalypse
was.
out of all of them.
Out of all the movies?
Rewatching them.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I
because you
like
just did the
3 more than
marathon. Yeah.
Apocalypse.
Well, because what we were saying the other day, 3 definitely had its high points,
Yeah,
and
it
it had
was
more
cool
highs
moments
than it
in
had lows. But
Yeah.
well, same thing with X-Men Origins Wolverine. Like the first half of that movie
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah,
Yep.
rewatching that.
Then you watch the end of it, and you're like, oh god, why did they do this? And you know why? Because the studio stepped in and was like, we're gonna do it our way. With Logan, that did not happen at all.
Fan made that movie. I don't know who it was.
I can't remember. Mongol, wasn't it?
James Mangold.
Yeah, that directed Logan.
Oh, Logan? Yeah, I thought we were talking about X-Men Origins.
No.
Oh no, I'm talking about Logan. Yeah,
Maybe
a fan made it.
Sponsored by Amazon Echo or Google Home, so you can ask all these questions you don't know the answers to while you're recording.
That will probably never happen.
That'd be cool though.
We should get one anyway.
You hear fucking Siri and Cortana in the background arguing and shit over
That'd be hilarious.
who has the more right answer.
And then we
Hold on
get
a second,
sued
hold on
for
a second.
using their stuff in it.
Siri,
And
do
then
you
we-
like Alexa?
I'd rather not say.
No, she don't like that bitch. Yeah, fuck that bitch.
But I think I want to avoid like the full plot for this one too. Unlike Power Rangers Silver is the only one that we were like, this is point A in the movie, this is point B, this is how we did it. Everything else we're like, oh hey.
Sound like we
Still
were kind
don't
of doing
think
that
I
in
watched
Get Out.
that one.
You didn't watch Power Rangers yet?
I don't feel like I did.
Our podcast. Okay.
Oh, the podcast. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
No, I saw the movie.
I was gonna say that bitch has been out for like 3 months now. Where have you?
Yeah, that was the last time I was over here, wasn't it? Wasn't it? No.
Yeah, Layla's
Yeah.
birthday
Yeah,
party.
you came over
Yeah.
between them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because, like,
I-
her party
I-
was like right up the street.
I saw the movie with college friends because I have two specific friends that are on the level of like you with it, so I went with them.
Rita's the Green Ranger.
He's like, fuck it, you haven't seen. The big thing, like I said, with this not being a superhero movie, is honestly it wasn't. There wasn't a single costume in this movie. There was a supervillain, but it wasn't a traditional supervillain.
Other than, I mean, there was a costume, but it was on an action figure.
Yeah, and in
Yeah.
a comic book.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a character wearing a battle suit per se. I mean, even this, I don't count the Reavers because they're wearing like basic fatigues and shit. Like they weren't even wearing anything like off the wall other than cybernetic parts. But this is supposed to be in 2029, so
Yeah, there's nothing about this as a superhero movie.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing I said after we got done watching it the first time. The villain was time and age.
yeah,
Like that was the villain of the movie. This was a story of self. The end to one story. It was just him coming to his end, coming to terms with it, dealing with it, and just happened to stab a couple more people.
it was more than a couple.
Along the way.
This is the first movie with Wolverine in it that we get to see full out, completely going all out. Like we thought we were getting that next two, and actually it was kind of exciting to see him like pin that guy to the wall the first time. Like, but then you see him pull his claws out, and like the claw marks are in the wall, but there's no blood, and it's like that wouldn't happen like that. And then in X-Men Origins Wolverine, we thought we were gonna get it, we didn't. And the Wolverine, we got a little bit of it.
It was a little bit more, especially in that director's cut.
Yeah, but it wasn't as like this movie starts out with Logan just going batshit. He wakes up and these people are trying to steal the wheels off his car that he's sleeping in.
That he's leasing.
Yeah, that he's leasing. Yeah, it's not even his car. As Jeannie smiles because we know all about that. Fucking deer. But then he like just goes full on berserker rage at probably, I'd say he's close. This is 2029. He's probably pushing like 300 at this point. 250 to 300, somewhere in that age range.
I said, we've had this conversation before, and I've said it then. He gets his ass kicked in every movie
Somewhere,
he's in,
yeah, in between there.
Yeah.
except this
It
one.
was the 7th?
He was in the Civil War. I know that for a fact.
And you the closest one to been in school more recently than all of us. When did that take place?
Don't. Civil War was
John's a history buff.
18 something, but I don't
Smack him
know.
if he's wrong.
John was powering up behind his head. Dude.
I'm just waiting.
You
I
got to do
focus
something
more
with
on
all
art
that cheat. You
classes.
can't just let it sit. You gotta let it go
If it
somehow.
wasn't a historical event that didn't happen in Hamilton, I forgot.
1861 to 1865.
There you
18. Well, I was gonna say 1863, but we're good.
But even then, he was probably in his 20s by then.
No, he was older than that by then.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time the
Because
Civil
he
War
was
rolled around.
born, like, I can't remember if it was the late 1700s or
I got
early
it.
1800s.
See, but you looking it up is going to be different because you have to look up specifically when Wolverine in the
Oh,
movie.
oh no, that's what I'm doing. I'm not dumb. I got this.
You just don't know when the Civil
I
War
was going to
was.
say, if you look it up in the comics, it's going to be completely different. Much like, okay, like I know we're talking Logan here, but can we go back to Wolverine as a character? Sabretooth is not his brother.
No.
Not
But
his
in
brother.
that movie,
This is the podcast you get involved in?
She just threw a dish at his head.
She did not.
I don't know.
I might have.
Either way, Logan,
It said he was born around 1832, so
Maybe. Oh, for the movies?
Yeah.
That's probably
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah,
then.
yeah.
so go from
You told him that.
1832 to you said 2029.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's math.
you have a calculator.
I know that's why I backed out. I was like,
We just had this conveation.
That's
1832. 1932 is 100 years, just shy of 200 years.
197 years of age.
That's it.
Thank you,
Just
Dee.
shy of 200
He didn't
years.
talk about it, he just did it.
So you didn't even make it to 200.
So yeah, he didn't make. Spoiler. Yeah, 197. Like, but it's Old Man Logan. This is like gray, beaten, battered, healing factor not working properly, claws not popping properly. Logan, like,
They never mentioned completely why the healing factor's not working. I mean, we know, but
yeah.
they never said it outright.
Yeah, they kind of said they was putting some anti-mutant shit in the water and it was killing the powers of any.
Well,
I
what-
thought it was adamantium.
For Logan, it's adamantium poisoning
Poison.
over 200 years.
Yeah.
Well, not 200, but
Yeah.
I still feel like regardless, the older you get, your regeneration power has got to.
Yeah.
The doctor said there was something inside him killing him.
yeah. And Logan said, "Yeah, I know what it is."
The adamantium.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's because he was older. That's why it started catching up. with
Right,
him.
because yet again, like
Just
Anthony was
like you
saying, his
just said,
healing factor was deteriorating with his age.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially, like, he ages slower than the rest of us. Well, I mean, which is why he looks the way he does, because he only looks like he's about 60-something, and we find out he's 197. So, but it's still, like, this story is definitely it's a family relationship movie. It's father-son and eventually becomes son-daughter. Right off the bat, you find out that Logan is working as a essentially an Uber driver of a limo, carting people around.
Spoiled white bitches.
Yeah, that guy that seemed like he was an oil magnate or like a fucking
No, cattle rancher or something.
cattle ranch, some cowboy
Texas
cat.
son of a bitch.
And then, like, there were the college kids that were coming back from Mexico, USA, USA. And then there were the bride and the bridesmaid. The bride flashed him, which I totally forgotten about that until I saw the movie again. I was like, hey, there's titties in this movie. That's great. But, like, again, this is Logan. He's kind of kept his head down, like, just doing his own thing. And then you find out why he's doing it. He's doing it to take care of Charles. There is something they keep referencing in the movie called the Westchester incident, which we don't know exactly what happened, but you get a feel for what happened as the movie progresses. Well, you see Logan is trying to make the money to get a Sunseeker, a boat, and go out on the water and just get away from everybody. And it's just him and Charles. And well, he's at Caliban, but Caliban ain't coming. He's living with Caliban and Charles, and he has Charles sealed in essentially it's a giant like aluminum or copper.
The way that I heard about, because I didn't really get into comics until probably about the past year or two, roughly. That I heard about Caliban's characters, people kept making me seem like he was going to be a bad guy, so I was very confused.
Because Caliban at one point in time in the comics was the fourth horseman of the apocalypse.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
But
So was everybody.
yeah, I was gonna say literally about like 3/4 of the X-Men were horsemen of the apocalypse
Yeah, I
at
was
one
gonna
point.
say,
Wolverine was.
The X-Men
Wolverine's been a
comics in
horseman
general,
twice.
everybody's been a good guy or a bad guy at
Yeah,
some point.
I mean, if you think about it, really, I mean, fucking Nightcrawler was a bad guy twice.
Yeah,
Nightcrawler.
Short of Professor X.
No, Professor X has been a bad guy.
That's right, he was a dick most of the time.
Well, okay.
Professor,
Leave that as
well, aside from just being an asshole, Professor
Yeah.
X was actually a full-fledged bad guy in the form of Onslaught.
Oh,
fair
yeah.
point.
Yeah, and then
Didn't even think.
the
together.
College, I should have bought it.
what's it called? That the '90s episode where the negative part of his consciousness started attacking all the X-Men. Remember, like where like all the negative feelings that he'd been hiding took over and started attacking
Not
everybody.
to mention all the times he's changed the X-Men's minds and made them forget shit.
You know what?
He
You're
made
right.
Scott- he made
especially
Scott
with
and
Jean Grey.
Genesis, right?
Yeah.
He made them forget
He
about
made
that.
Scott and Havoc forget about their brother for 20 years.
Yeah, no, yeah, right. He's
He made everybody forget the Hellfire Club was actually a strip club originally. And that Emma Frost was a stripper. Charles did that to everybody. And that means that he did that to a host of people. Not just the X-Men. Not just the Hellfire Club. He did that to the whole coast side.
I'd be pissed if I ever found out I forgot what Emma Frost looked like naked. I don't care if he's telekinetic or not. I'm getting a punch or two in. Like, fuck you. Like,
But he's not telekinetic. He's telepathic.
fair point. Again.
Unlike that stupid-ass meme, Charles can't move things with his mind. I hate that meme so much. If he can't move things with his mind, how come he can't move his legs?
Because he can.
Because he can't move things with his mind. Let's see here. So we meet Logan and see that he's keeping his head down, and then you meet Caliban, and then you meet Charles. And you see that Charles's brain is deteriorating as much as Wolverine's healing factor is. Like, he has lost his damn mind, quite literally.
Yeah, it's some type of degenerative disease. They never say what it is.
Yeah.
It's a degenerative brain cancer.
Yeah.
Actually, was what, because somebody makes a comment in the movie, the most brilliant mind ever to exist, and he's got fucking cancer.
Yeah.
I
What's
thought,
that?
No,
think
they
something
said,
like
I, thought
that.
I don't think they said.
I don't think he says cancer. I
They
think
said
he
brain
says
disease
brain
or degenerative
disease.
brain
disease
something. Yeah, because it was.
Maybe
they
I
said-
feel like it
talking
was more of
about-
just like a form of Alzheimer's.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what they say. Because at one point they say Lou
Yeah.
Gehrig's and
I guess I assumed
Alzheimer's,
it was
dementia.
cancer, but
Well, yeah, because Logan's treating it too, and it's
Yeah.
something that's treatable. But you see Logan, and he's taking care of Charles and has been ever since the incident, which you actually get a feel for what the incident involved because of what happened when you see Charles the first time. Like, he has a seizure, and he starts paralyzing everybody around them.
I thought we weren't giving a play-by-play.
I'm not giving a full play-by-play, but I
Okay,
mean, I'm just
fair
saying what the
enough.
what caused what you're led to believe caused the incident, because we still don't know 100% what happened, but you have a very good idea, especially by the end of the movie. But Charles' power goes completely out of control when he has a seizure, and it's really deep, because you feel for Logan for having to take care of him, and you feel for Chuck for it happening because he can't control it. And like you said, the most powerful mind in the universe, and this is what is happening to him now.
I'm gonna say second most powerful. We'll continue.
Second most?
Yeah.
Who's more?
I'm still thinking Legion at this point might be.
Depending on where they tie that in.
I don't know.
I'm like,
I don't even know where that's
and I haven't even
As
watched
of,
it, but what
as
I've
of
heard
right now,
from, like,
Legion is its own thing that's
Yeah.
in an X-Men universe that has nothing to do with the movies.
all right, fair enough.
God, I'm the only one. I'm the only one that's watched that entire series.
I have.
Yet
Oh, you have watched it?
Yet.
Faithful.
Because
I haven't started it yet.
I'm going to. Cause I'm home for the summer. I can
Yeah, so
Just
I
pay
got
very,
time
very,
to burn.
very, very, very
No,
close attention.
Do not fucking blink.
I've got 2 days before I can start Flash and Arrow. I still got to do Legends of Tomorrow.
I'm gonna finish Riverdale.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit I haven't watched, but I saw Legion.
I don't even like thinking about.
I saw Legion as it was coming on. I was watching on demand.
I don't like thinking about CW shows at the moment, but let's continue.
God, so
You
many,
get- yep,
so
yep.
many cliffhangers. So many cliffhangers. Anyhow, Logan meets a character named Donald Pierce, who most of us know from the comics as the leader of the Reavers. Actually, no, he's a Purifier, isn't he? He's not a Reaver.
He wasn't a Reaver, no.
Yeah, he's a Purifier, one of the followers of Bastion and William Stryker in the comics. But in this, he's the leader of the Reavers, who are a cyborg mercenary group that seem to be actively hunting down mutants and abducting what's left of them. It's really kind of interesting to see the future world and how much things in their timeline have changed, but at the same time stayed the same. Like, I mean, 2029 is 12 years from now, and it's really not, like, the cars are different, but society ain't that much different. You know, like,
The cars weren't even all that different. Except
They kept
for,
it grounded. They didn't make it like back in the
Yeah.
day when as soon as the year 2000 was mentioned, we had flying shit.
right. But I mean,
in
well,
the
you
movies
had
and all
the
that
auto
stuff.
trucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were slightly
she's
more
putting the meat on her
armored.
That's what I'm saying.
Slightly
You
more
sure you didn't
weaponized.
somehow accidentally coerce her into cooking, not you?
I didn't. I was gonna do it. But the
Look good though.
I seasoned it. The
I'm gonna say I don't trust Cajun. I don't know if he's talking about the
I don't
food
think
or
he was
not.
talking about the food.
I was trying for the sake of recording to not punch him in the
He's
face.
laughing too. He goes talking about food.
For the sake of recording, I was trying not to punch him in the face.
Cajun, you're the worst character ever.
Cajun's that NPC that you try to kill the entire game.
And you find out it's his immortal object at the top. I'm Preston Garvey without the patches.
God, they need to put that patch in to kill him.
Yeah. Oh, I just looked it up, by the way. It is Alzheimer's for Professor Xavier.
Hey,
Good
point
call,
for me.
good call.
But they do a good job in this movie of making you care about the core characters, especially like you see what Logan's working for, you know why he's working, and then like he gets approached by a woman that needs his help, Actually, she calls him by Wolverine, and that was his first mistake was reacting to it. And he looks at her and goes, "Fuck." She tries to get him to work for her because somebody's chasing her, blah, 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 blah. And then he disagrees, tells her no, and he takes his client and leaves. And when the woman is leaving, you see that she has a little girl in the car. There's a callback to this little girl later. He's approached by Donald to actually, he wants to make sure Logan hasn't been approached by this woman because Donald knows that they fucked up. So they need help. And they want to see if he's actually going to be dumb enough to fall for it. He doesn't because it's Wolverine and he's not as stupid as people might think, even in his age. I do got to say, aside from like actually getting to see Logan completely cut loose in this, my favorite thing about it is the storytelling. Like, you get so much character development for characters you thought you knew about and you thought you gave a shit about. Like, you know so much more, especially in the movieverse. You know more about Logan now. You know more about what he was going through. I mean, like, the bullet in and of itself speaks volumes to the character. Like, he's like, I'm 200. I'm dying anyway. I'm tired of this shit.
I'll say, to be on your deathbed and still have that kind of character growth.
And the only reason he was still there is because Charles was still alive.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I think
Only reason.
I think if Charles had died like along with everybody in the Westchester incident, then Logan would have killed himself.
Yep.
Like, because there was no reason for what are our children doing right now. God, I wish you guys could hear what they're doing.
Probably can. Sounds like a child with an AK-47.
I hope not.
What the hell?
And somebody just
That's
got
the
hit.
second dog that's
That was a video game death right there.
It really was. Something like Hubert died or fucking Sonic died after drowning.
I hated that shit. No, you can't get out of the fucking water.
Because you're so close to the end all the goddamn time. Man.
And then the fucking air bubble is right there.
And you miss it. You just miss it. Yeah, I mean, it's I'm trying really hard not to go into massive detail of the movie. I mean, it's on video. It's on home video now, so it shouldn't be too hard for people to have watched.
It was the Wolverine movie we thought we were getting the first time they announced Origins. At least for me. And I remember we were so excited.
Plot-wise, yes, in a way, because like we finally got to see Logan fully realized without being Wolverine.
I meant execution, period. When they announced the Wolverine was getting his own movies, we're like, finally, they're going to do his character properly.
Yeah.
And then they did the things that they did. You got fucking...
I was going to throw that in Husk.
You got the Rock of Deadpool.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got Deadpool with fucking tape over his mouth and laser eyes.
His mouth wasn't taped, it was sealed.
Well, I mean, just in general, you know,
was
fucking
sewn
sewn
shut.
shut.
That was
The
the
fucking
Well, at least I look at it this way: with the events of Days of Futures Past, that didn't happen now. So,
But it did happen. That timeline kept going. It's the same way like how you keep up with DBZ, Dragon Ball Super.
well,
Hey,
hold on.
hey,
hold
hey.
on.
I'm not spoiling events. I'm not.
What you guys can't see is Anthony and Dee are about to key blast paper.
I'm only watching. I'm watching
The last thing
American, the ones that's aired on
The
Cartoon
last
Network.
thing I saw was Resurrection after
That's
those
fine.
one
I'm
nothing.
not spoiling events, but it's the same thing. How those timelines don't cease to exist, but another one's
I
created.
understand the space time continue.
Are you talking about like?
But in movies, fuck that timeline. We don't care about that
The
anymore.
only thing I'm thinking of is how
We're going with
GT
this
doesn't
one.
exist anymore.
Logan is in the rebooted timeline. This is the Charles that him and Logan were friends since the 70s. That was James McAvoy. That's who this Patrick Stewart is.
Right. So fuck the rest.
So
of that
this
Oh,
is
okay.
this is
See,
not.
Ow!
See, I felt like it kept going, and it
This
was
is not-
still its own.
If
I
this
thought
was
it was John at first. I thought you were gonna like
I really thought John kicked the shit out of you. This is not that timeline. At
No,
least
because everything takes place in that rebooted line now. I thought. What
yeah,
They said.
yeah.
But that rebooted line now has a current timing going with it though.
What Logan is essentially saying is everything that they do after Days of Future Past and after Apocalypse is leading to everybody dying at the hands of the Westchester incident.
Right.
Well,
That means we gotta watch the next few movies.
they
to see
didn't
why.
say everybody. They said
was gonna say.
several members. They on the radio broadcast they were talking about it, and they said including several members of the X, and then he turned it off. So that means some of them could have survived, but none of them are in contact with each other.
And if
I
I
could
remember-
see like Scott going to ground. Like I could see him like going away from everybody. I could see
Without
Beast.
having that scene at the beginning, we don't know exactly.
Yeah, and that's
I don't know. I don't think
I-
Beast would ever leave Charles though.
no, you're right. Hank wouldn't have left
He,
Charles.
he would have had, to be
Especially
dead.
with it being Hank from the first class.
I figured
Yeah,
it was
he'd
probably
have to
all
be
the
dead.
members, especially if they're going to continue it the way it was in Old Man Logan. Even
Didn't
though
they
it's
say?
And even
different.
Yeah,
and
but-
even then, by this point, I even think that like Magneto would be with Charles still if he hadn't died of old age or something by that point.
yeah. Because you figure his helmet, like, he would have been prepared for something like that for Charles to have a breakdown or something.
Because
Yeah.
it wouldn't have bothered him.
Yeah,
But
they'd have made a helmet for
The
him.
age or something is what killed Magneto. Or Magneto could have been dead before then, because like at the end of at
Or
the
he
end
could
of
have died in the Manchester incident if he was a member of the X-Men at that point.
yeah, which he very well could have been because of the that's
We don't know.
where
Then he
it's
would have
going.
just not had the helmet at
Right,
that
because
point.
he wouldn't have.
Didn't they say
He wouldn't have been
allude
worried
to
about Charles, yeah.
Wolverine killing some of the X-Men?
No,
They didn't.
no. And the
That was
com-
just in the
comics,
comic.
that's what
I
happened.
know
In
it
the
wasn't
comics-
the comics. I couldn't remember
Who
if
did?
they said anything.
in the
in
comics, the way Old Man Logan goes down is this. It's 50 years in the future of the Marvel Universe. The Masters of Evil started planning attacks across the country, and they go to the Xavier Mansion, and they somehow Mysterio tricks Wolverine's senses into thinking that the entire mansion is overrun by all of the villains, and causes him to go berserk. Completely tricks his sense of smell, his sense of sight, hearing, taste, all of it. Makes him think that all of the X-Men are the Masters of Evil, and he kills everybody. Everybody. And he wakes up, the only reason he wakes up is he's holding, it was Jubilee, right? He has in his arms, and she's like, why? And that was the last thing she said.
She's like, "You were our friend. Why are you doing
Yeah,
this?"
and dies in his arms, and Logan vows to not kill again. He doesn't pop his claws for 50
The
years.
Hulks get their own section of America.
Yeah, because
California.
there's a reason behind that too, which I really wish that Marvel Cinematic Studios and I know that wasn't ever gonna happen. The way the Hulks were in the fucking comics, that wasn't gonna happen because the way it happened in the book is Hulk realizes that the only being on Earth that can procreate with him is She-Hulk. Y'all know who She-Hulk is?
No, yeah.
Bruce's first cousin. They got a bunch of little hills have eyes Hulks running around all of California. It's California, Washington,
Everything along that coast.
everything
I think
along
part
that
of
coast,
Nevada.
part of Nevada, and I think into Mexico
Yes.
is all Hulk County. And across that, the desert in between there, because that's all the land's been erased, is Venom. And Venom is attached to a fucking T-Rex. Actually, I think it's a double dinosaur.
I don't know if they ever said.
They never do say.
I thought there were multiple.
It might be like
So
the
the
dinosaur from the
symbiotes
Savage
just
Land.
attacked.
Yeah, and it's a dinosaur in the Savage Land.
Yeah.
They say that in the book.
Yeah, the Venom symbiote is attached to a T-Rex. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah, no.
That'd be fucking scary.
It was. It's reading the book.
It really was.
Jason Wolverine and Hawkeye.
Yeah. Hawkeye's got one arm. Oh no, am I
No,
thinking of?
that's-
I'm thinking of Green Arrow from.
Yeah, I'm like,
I've just
I was like,
mixed up
when did Oliver Queen
They're all the
become
same.
Hawkeye?
because they are both exactly the same goddamn character, except for Hawkeye wasn't stuck on an island for 5 years and in Russia, and
He probably was at some point.
China probably now.
Hawkeye has the better track record with women at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, he does.
In the shows,
I was gonna say
in the movies, in the comics, he does not. In the comics, he's probably worse than Oliver.
Jesus.
Yeah. God, we got off subject.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, then actually, if you think about drawing parallels from the comics and the
No,
movie,
Yeah, that's.
what else is vast? Logan's running a bar. He's not a.
He
Yeah.
was a farmer.
He was
kind
doing
of.
whatever.
Oh,
he
yeah,
could
yeah.
to
Like a
make his-
rancher.
A rancher. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he
'cause
had a family.
He had a family. That's
the
right.
big difference. He had a wife.
Right,
because
because that's what he's trying to figure out what happened to his family, right? And oh no, they're
He's trying to go to get money to pay his rent to the Hulks.
right. Well, I mean, in the current Old Man Logan, is he's trying to get back to his family, or?
No, he's trying to get back to the Hulk baby.
Oh, right. Right.
I'm trying to wonder why he has to pay rent to the Hulk.
Face right now.
Because they own the
Because they own
area
where
that
he
he's living
is.
Yeah, but you'd think they
It's
would
like-
just let him live there.
in. No, because they enjoy because Bruce has become an evil son of a bitch.
Yeah, Bruce is...
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he... Well, I mean, he mated with his fucking cousin, dude. Like,
Yeah.
He's lost his damn mind. Well, they explained it actually. I think it was gamma poisoning made him.
Yeah,
lose
the
his
gamma,
mind.
like much like the adamantium
Yeah.
poisoning is killing Logan, the gamma eventually starts making him crazy, and he's still just as smart, but he's completely evil. No, actually, no, he goes straight up Papa Jupe. Like he is straight backwoods, like mental deterioration.
He's not as smart, but he's not like
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
The
He's not.
descendants are.
He's not Maestro Hulk.
And he's-
Hulk. Maester Hulk. Like he's not like future Hulk, like that we know is going to become Hulk with like the long white hair and the beard and
The
everything.
runaway scientist in Fallout 4
Okay.
that ends up turning into a super mutant.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That's essentially him. Except for he fucked his cousin and had a bunch of
There's
mutant Hulk children.
Incestuous Hulk babies.
A lot of, and that's the other thing too, is like they enjoy it. Like a Hulk is evil, but think about it. Logan has a hard time fighting one Hulk. Imagine fighting 7.
well,
They're
the
like
end of the book though.
Well, yeah,
Hulk Adam and Hulk
but
Eve.
that is also like super berserker rage.
Well, not when he gets to main Hulk.
Yeah, that was he let him eat him. That was the best
That was-
death ever. I gotta say. Okay, so he fights the Hulks. I can't remember why he finally gets enough of them, but he.
They killed his family.
Oh yeah,
while he was gone.
they murder his family.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I read it.
Yeah, because him and
a
Hawkeye
good
do their
reason,
shit that they were doing, delivering something, all the way to the East Coast, and then he comes back. Hawkeye dies, right? I think Hawkeye gets killed.
I think so.
Yeah, he makes it.
Yeah,
back.
because Hawkeye's daughter is the current Spider-Woman who
Yeah.
actually ends up being evil and double crosses them, I believe.
Yeah, but they escape from her.
Yeah.
I don't remember who actually finally gets him. But
God, I
he
gotta
makes-
find that graphic
He
novel.
makes it back and finds his family dead.
Yeah.
And then loses his shit and gets rid of all the Hulk.
Yeah, and finally pops his claws again.
Yeah.
He fights Hulk, and he lets Hulk think he won. And by lets Hulk think he won, I mean Hulk eats him. And he's, sitting there digesting and starts feeling funny.
Yeah, he got some acid reflux.
He got some adamantium reflexes when he got his Wolverine cut his way the fuck out of the Hulk, and that kills him. Like that, his healing factor is not going to fix that. Like,
Oh, no.
He tore himself out of his body. Made sure to sever everything he could on his way out too. It wasn't as cool as like what Drax did in Guardians 2.
Hey.
You still not seeing that?
No!
Stop.
The fuck?
I just got back to work. I don't have the money to go.
You could have said something like, "Hey, I ain't got no funds. When are y'all going, man? It was Guardians 2.
One of us would have paid for it.
Shit, we'd have put our fucking money.
It's bad enough my friend was supposed to wait for me and went without me.
I wouldn't wait for you either.
We'd have snuck you in the bathroom somewhere in the back.
Something. Shit.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess
Stop that one.
I won't spoil Guardians 2 for D. You know Groot's in it, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, Groot's in it.
Rocket's in
Mary Poppins.
it. Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Yeah, Mary Poppins makes an
Mary
appearance.
Poppins
See that
has.
shirt on ripped? I
Yeah.
ordered it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Mary Poppins has a cameo. What else are we?
There's some explosions.
Some spaceships.
Star-Lord.
Patient, yes.
Gamora's in it. And Nebula. He's like, fuck
He's
you.
not listening.
He's not even paying attention.
There's some banter between characters.
I know everyone who's in the movie. I just don't know what happened. That's all I don't want.
You should be happy to be ugly. That's all
Iron
I'm gonna
Man's
say.
in the movie.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay, getting further down into the Logan movie.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Logan. So anyway, you find out that this the woman that contacted Logan was looking for him because she's on the run with a mutant child, which Logan doesn't believe because most mutants have been wiped off of the face of the earth thanks to somebody poisoning corn and corn syrup.
And Eric is outgrowing the corn.
Actually, wasn't that an X-Men Evolution plot point? The
Something
energy, the
similar.
sports drink, remember, with Spike?
Oh yeah, yeah, because he lost his power.
Yeah, it was like temporary, but like then he destroys the factory. Yeah, because he got sponsored by them because he was a skater, and then they found out he was a mutant, and blah 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 blah. talk less.
X-Men Evolution was an awesome show.
It really was.
There was another list. I
never
think it was
finished it.
CBR or Screen Rant did the worst animated shows, and it was like number 5 on that.
Probably Screen Rant.
Probably Screen
I
Rant.
feel like it was kind of
Screen Rant does not count for anything. Screen Rant, you fucking
I
suck.
don't usually read
Just
Screen
stop.
Rant ones. The only reason I read it is that one is because you shared it, the Injustice one.
You clearly aren't a fan of the material you're reviewing. Just
I feel
be
like it was
quiet.
CBR.
Stop.
Might have been CBR.
I'll check, I guess.
Screen Rant probably did one though.
Oh, they probably did one too. That's worse.
They don't know shit about the material.
Good job with that chicken. It smells good.
You should name this podcast D. Harris Calls Out Screen Rant and make you motherfuckers
It was
listen to
CBR.
45 minutes of your podcast. Get to
CBR
that
that did
one
it.
part.
It was CBR.
Yeah. But some of them were really bad. Like they said, Super Friends was like one of the worst.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, that's.
Super Friends is one of the reasons we have superhero cartoons. It's like saying Superman is the worst superhero ever. If we didn't have Superman, we wouldn't have superheroes. Superman's overrated, but that's...
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah, number 10 out of their 15 list. X-Men Evolution. Worst shows.
Show was fucking awesome.
It was great.
Number 15.
So, okay, so actually, you know what?
15 was Ultraverse.
Now-
which is okay.
Not Ultra Force or Ultraverse?
Ultraverse.
I don't know if I watched that one.
I forgot about it. I had watched it.
Is that like a mix of all of them? Like all the characters from the... Oh no, I don't know what Ultraverse was.
It's the same thing as Ultraverse.
Just different name?
Ultraverse.
So, since we're talking about X-Men Evolution, we can actually talk about that because this character's in this movie. That's where I was getting, is the character that you find out Logan needs to help is Laura Kinney, also known as X-23, who got her first appearance in anything on X-Men Evolution. She was on the show, and she was hunting down Logan because she's his clone. And they deemed her too dark and too gritty for Saturday morning cartoons, which they played her pretty dark on that cartoon. And then you see the little girl that plays her in this movie, and goddamn, they did a good job. They did a good job. Like, it's almost like psychologically damning good job.
Like, that kid gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, kind of like what's her name? In the
Wow, her first appearance, in, like you said, in anything was, X-Men Evolution, like you said. But yeah, that's cool. They put it in the comics, I think, the following year.
Was it the following year? Was Android X after that?
2004.
They did her a lot better in this one than they did with the one that had like the fucking whips or whatever coming out, the adamantine whips coming out of her hands.
The long
One of the
ass
movies.
claws.
Yeah, that
yeah.
bit.
Oh,
her
yeah.
fingertips.
Deathstrike.
That's Lady Deathstrike.
Different character.
Yeah, but
Who's
because the internet.
Deathstrike was an X2, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she's not a clone of Logan.
Right.
Like
but
they got that
but
character
that's what-
completely wrong in that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what they did with that movie, and it was just
Movie's really not that good. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
it was
X2
weird.
not that good.
It does have the best opening scene of any X-Men movie so far, though.
Yes.
That Nightcrawler scene was awesome.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it now that when he beat up everybody in the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad Trump wasn't right. I'm not gonna go political.
FDT.
shots fired.
D. Harris calls out Screen Rant
And Donald Trump.
Listen to this episode.
And then in the picture of the photo, be like this.
Bang, 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 bang.
Next thing we know, we got people knocking at our doors talking about you never knew him, you never saw him, he never existed. He stops calling.
No, they ain't crazy. Going out in a blaze of
You're
glory.
gonna just go put your tent out there somewhere.
So, Wolverine accepts the job because she offers him.
Oh, time out, I'm black. I don't go in the woods. What's wrong with you?
I just noticed you got a Baltimore Ravens hat on.
Well, it matches my shorts. I'm not a Ravens fan. It matches my shorts. My shorts are purple and black.
I can't do this podcast anymore.
Well, folks, it's been fun.
We have gone so off the rails. We haven't even got halfway through the movie.
Oh,
We're
no,
25 minutes into the movie right now. I think.
I'm trying to stay like not necessarily spoiler free, but not like reveal every plot point of the movie. But like it's hard to talk about this movie without revealing all the plot points of the movie.
Why don't we just do it?
Yeah,
We
just
went-
do it. We've done it on.
done it with Power Rangers, and if they listen to this podcast and haven't seen the movie, they're fucking morons.
And if they got this far
Especially if
into
they get
it,
mad, they're an idiot.
I feel like at this point the podcast should be for people who have seen the damn movie. Because if
Yeah.
you haven't seen Logan by now,
Although that's why we were waiting to do it so long.
Yeah.
why the fuck are you listening to this?
Yeah. Okay,
I mean,
so Logan takes a job because the nurse offers him
dies.
50 grand.
Oh wait.
But no, I already semi-spoiled that when I said he didn't make it to 200. My bad.
Anthony already said it, so
that was 2
I think
minutes
the-
into the podcast.
The nurse's name was Gabriella.
Gabriella.
My whole thing is though, like even then, if you
Gabriella.
really didn't know he died going into the movie,
Gabriella.
I don't know how that's not
Gabriella.
possible, even without comic book knowledge. You look at the trailer, you're like, he gonna die.
He looked homeless in the trailer.
Exactly. He's gonna die at the end. That's it.
Well, technically, he is homeless. They're living in a smelting
Right.
plant.
He's
I
cutting off
got a
pieces of
question
him to
for
feed
all y'all
himself.
sitting here though.
He's done it before.
Would we have gotten this movie the way it was?
If we didn't get Deadpool,
No.
Not if we didn't get Deadpool. If Deadpool wasn't as successful
Oh
as it
yeah,
was.
no, there's no way.
Oh, no.
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 That's the only reason why they agreed to do it.
Well, see, and this is the thing too. John and I have had this conversation before. The biggest thing that all these studios are doing is they're finding a niche that works for them and they're running with it for everything. And that's what Fox is doing now. Like if they were to come out tomorrow, I'm like, you know what? Dark Phoenix is going to be rated R. I'm like, you're an idiot. Why are you making a rated R Dark Phoenix movie? No, X-Force
Yes.
should be rated R. If they were to do X Factor, you could even do it rated R because if
Gambit
you do
movie
X Factor
should be.
investigations, like the detectives, like with Jamie and all them, like that could be rated R. Maybe a hard PG-13.
well,
I don't know.
if they do X-Force, I feel like they have to do some kind of Deadpool thing with X-Force.
Deadpool's gonna be on-
So
Deadpool
it
and
has
Deadpool are
to
gonna
be
be-
rated R. It can't be not rated R. It wouldn't work.
They could do
could.
it and then just have Deadpool make jokes about it the entire time. which
Yeah,
would be
have him
great.
swearing and just like complaining that he's being bleeped out the entire
Yeah.
time.
You can have a PG-13 movie that has one fuck in it.
Yeah.
It can only be one.
How many
All the
people
Fast
could
and
eat ass in
Furious
it, though?
movies. Y'all have one fuck word in it.
But see, if you're gonna
And the ass eating has returned to the podcast.
if you're gonna have Deadpool in a PG-13 movie, you have to have him waiting the entire movie for
To
the
say-
perfect
yeah.
time to say
And
fuck.
Like he
then-
keeps stopping himself.
and
then
then-
he was-
Somebody else said
Someone
it.
else says it.
That's
That,
Cable.
that would
or-
be
Little
yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Hope. Have Hope come in.
Fuck. Like just.
And you just hear him.
And just have,
And it's got to be over something menial, like dropping a bag of chips or stubbing her toe.
just have
something.
Wade go. It's just like pan at the screen and go, "Oh my God, what? You got to say it," ain't it?" And then credits. And then the end credit scene is him going, "Seriously, she got to say, I didn't get to say this. That's my thing."
Dude, a PG-13 movie where he's just constantly bleeped out would be hilarious. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat and all the-
Like that would be great. I would love
Side-
to watch a movie where
side
Deadpool-
note,
I was
my
like,
mother
I don't know
doesn't-
where anything's at.
Side note, my mom doesn't really follow comic book anything, but she was, I think, watching HBO one night and wound up catching Deadpool from the beginning.
Oh God.
And she could not turn away. She was like, "What the hell is this?" She called me on the phone. She said, "Have you ever seen a movie called the Dead Pool?" He said, "This fool is crazy."
That's
She
great.
said, "I couldn't turn it off."
Absolutely, that is wonderful.
He said he told the girl to fuck off or something. He said they can say that in those movies. I said, "Ma, that is not a kids movie." I see.
I've returned.
Difference between black women reacting to something and white women reacting.
Talking about, like, I took my mom to see Deadpool. She absolutely loved it.
I bet she did. I told my mom she needs to watch it. I
I
need
need
to
to
take it
play
to
it
her.
for my dad.
But the whole reason I took my mom was at the time I wasn't driving, so I was like, I need a ride.
Hey,
Like,
I'll pay for your
I'll buy
ticket.
your ticket. Yeah, I said I'll pay for your ticket if you take me. She bought the popcorn and the drinks. So I didn't care.
Did Dad come with us to see that?
He went with you to see Transformers because I was there.
Oh yeah. No, Deadpool. Did Dad come see Deadpool with us? Oh no, because me and you saw it together. It was just me and you.
Yeah, 'cause we couldn't take it out.
No, but my dad has seen it. My dad
I
loved
think I
it.
might agree with you.
Yeah, no.
Nurse.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's good, but I'm with the like.
It's a spoonful away from a cup of diabetes. What's wrong with that?
That's
It
the
needs
problem.
to- it needs to be-
Hold on. What the fuck? Is that Kool-Aid? Did you make it the way we saw in the video?
Yes, I did.
He's the one who made
I
it.
take it.
Might as well just bring it in here and set it down on the table.
Listen to us eat chips. Like listen to us pour Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
now.
you missed it. You could have had some chips with
Do we
salsa.
need the spoon? Do we need to add adjustments?
Oh, I'm full. I can't eat anything else after today.
No, make them try it first beforehand.
You know, the people
He's
on this,
gotta drink something.
podcast just listen to us hang out basically right now.
That's what they do anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to the movie.
One of these days, we are going to set up a video.
Nobody listens.
I listened when it started, though.
Hey,
To
this
be
is
fair,
gonna,
I listened
gonna
from
be
the
on the
first
D Harris
episode.
brand.
According to the metrics on my YouTube channel, yes, they do listen.
Does it show you that they finished it?
Yeah, people are actually watching. Like, there were some of them that were like, the average listen time is 6 minutes.
The only
Like,
one I
that's
didn't
just
finish was the one you guys uploaded that wasn't
4
on
of those
YouTube.
are like from me. I put them on
It was
the
about
download
Luke
list.
Cage when it wasn't on YouTube.
Oh,
it
the
was
one that
somewhere
came out
else.
like 12 months
It's
after we
on.
recorded it.
Yeah.
It's on my YouTube. If you look for it.
I was like, that's the only. For everyone listening, we almost just dumped a whole small thing of sugar in there.
If they don't get it, they don't know how to make fucking Kool-Aid. This cool. This and it's purple. That's the purple drink version.
Yeah, water, sugar, purple.
Oh no, I get it now. It was clouded by fried chicken earlier.
See?
But-
See? I told you.
That's why D should have tried it first. Put more sugar in it.
Hey, y'all don't know nothing about that city punch though. You can't afford a Kool-Aid packet, so you just get some water in the sink. You just pour a bunch of sugar in the water.
They don't make
Instead of
green
mix-
anymore, so I got it as a gift.
Mix-Aid. How old is that if you got it as a gift?
There's a date on it. Let me see.
How old is that?
I have no clue. I found
That,
out.
think it
means that
matters,
will not be
does
safe for consumption.
I
It
got,
wasn't to begin with, probably.
I got a packet of Popeyes Cajun Sparkle Seasoning in my car.
The black consensus was that Kool-Aid has no expiration.
Kool-Aid doesn't have an expiration.
I don't think it does because there's no date on here.
That was the black
Okay.
consensus. I
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Just need more sugar. Though. There's still sugar in this thing. You didn't put that in there.
That's the last bit of sugar I have in the house.
You didn't put that in here.
You gotta buy a bag of sugar
Look at
before
all
you
the
make
sugar in this
Kool-Aid.
thing. You putting that in there.
No, I put a half a bag of sugar in this.
Yeah, he was just dumping it in there, but it wasn't
That's
enough.
not enough.
Let me see something real quick. Gotta make sure it's
Yeah,
right
there's
on
no
top
date.
when you drink it.
That's going right inside my thing when I get home.
I got powder sugar. We have
Oh, crunchy at the top. There we go. Sugar is still at the top. You gotta catch it before it mixes in.
I'm titling this one Kool-Aid.
All right, let's go.
Kool-Aid.
D. Harris calls
If
out
you find it, let me
Screen
know.
Rant and Donald Trump,
Looks like there's
David
something stamped
Jackson
there, but
makes
I
great
can't read it.
Kool-Aid.
Like, there's numbers there,
Oh, yeah.
but I can't see what it says.
That would probably be the best
Let me see.
podcast I've ever
I think it's February something.
February
Oh,
1987.
I said February 09.
05, 06, 13.
It's good.
You'll be all right.
It's just powder.
It's sugar anyhow. That's all it is. If it ain't got wet, it's all right.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure this Kool-Aid would kill Logan's healing factor.
Yeah, now you gotta slide it to me
reboot
now.
it.
I gotta figure out how it is now. Thank you.
All right, so
There's sugar on
Logan
the
takes the
spoon.
job.
We still haven't gotten
We
past
have not got
Logan.
past that.
I mean,
Please
but
bear
you-
with
you
us.
said it
There's
at
there's a
least
lot of
3
lot
times.
going on here.
That's the problem. It ain't been stirred. Look at
Maybe,
Failing Kool-Aid. Maybe failing
Can't
Kool-Aid.
complain about nobody's Kool-Aid ever again.
Oh, man.
oh Jesus!
No, it's all. Oh, no. You can taste the difference now.
It's not flat at the bottom. It's got that raised in the bottom, so it's all in that ring around the bottom of the thing.
Blame the pitcher.
Look at it.
Nobody's ever made Kool-Aid in a pitcher before, though.
They haven't.
Definitely. Admittedly, that's like a.
Apparently, I should have sung that song. That
That's the problem. You didn't sing the
I
song.
know,
No,
that's
that's
fire.
that old white lady
That's the
lemonade
white.
picture.
That's the lemonade pitcher. You're
That's
right.
the-
That's my sangria pitcher.
We're back at the T from Get Out. That's what it is. We even have the glasses for it.
Damn.
What are you trying to do to us? He's got the spoon already out here.
Well,
You gotta stop stirring that damn spoon like that. Stop stirring it like that.
You taste it now. Trust me, it tastes different.
That's Kool-Aid.
It's the best episode of the show we've ever done.
It really is.
Oh, the color's even different.
You would really think we passed around alcohol or something right now. It's literally Kool-Aid that we drinking right now.
I'm straight edge. This is Kool-Aid's as far as I go. That's that good shit.
I'm the one who's been drinking.
Take it to the head, young blood.
I can taste the coloring. But anyway, after,
Oh, that's the rest of it at the bottom.
Kool-Aid turned color on it.
well, after Logan reluctantly accept the offer,
That's what movies taste like in Technicolor.
We still haven't figured out black and white though.
Call back to the last episode.
oh god,
Black and white suicide silent movie. That's what it tastes like. Is that the opposite of this?
No, this is Technicolor.
Oh, it's Technicolor. So,
Yeah,
it's-
the
movies in Technicolor.
so that first glass I had.
D, go ahead and take the lead.
well, they killed Gabriella after Logan finally decided to accept the offer, and yeah.
Because she offered him the money. He's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
now
but
you're speaking my language.
Money talks,
They
yeah.
killed the shit out of her.
I was gonna say they
Left her.
killed her with prejudice.
Oh, they
extreme.
really did.
Yeah,
Bullet hole, slash throat,
yeah, they, yeah. Oh, a
left her
little,
sitting in a chair.
They did everything but
I
teabag
don't
the
know why
bitch,
they
and
went
they might
so
have done
hard
that
on her.
off camera.
She was just. She is the legit just human.
Time out. Did you say they did everything but teabag the bitch? You went there?
I said, and they might have done that off
I
camera.
was outside for 30 fucking seconds. Where did this go?
Is that a dead bird? Oh, I'm sorry. It's corn. I'm sorry. We're in the woods. She came back with ears of corn. I'm not used to this.
And we're back together.
Greatest episode of the show we've ever done. I might have to put this one up tonight too.
If y'all got the time, listen to them both.
We
Shit.
have not stayed on subject at all.
No, we haven't. Shit
You told it
happens.
to Logan.
So they killed her mother.
Oh shit, we're 52 minutes in.
Yeah,
I got
but-
12% left.
Yeah,
Got a phone charger?
Yeah.
but
wireless one. Shit, I
she
got
wasn't. She really
51%.
wasn't her
We're
mother.
good.
She was.
No.
Why does yours drain so
But I
goddamn
mean,
fast?
she might as well
Because
be
my
her
screen's been
mother.
on.
I think she worked for Transigen.
And my yeah, she
It
did.
worked
She was
for
there
the
for transport,
people that
and
did
this
the
battery died
experiment.
earlier.
Oh, okay.
So even though, I mean, if we're at this point already, and you said it doesn't matter,
No, we're
spoilers.
past
What?
No, go for it.
So you are led to believe all mutants are dead, but then you realize they're just making more, pretty much.
Yeah, see, but we also don't know if they made these mutants or if these kids were born mutants.
Herded. They're still on these little mutant farms, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know though, because they explained
Because she had
Laura
them.
as his daughter. What
yeah,
Charles explained.
that
Well-
particular batch of kids all came from a clone facility.
yeah,
Yes.
But I thought.
But
the
even then,
corn-
they were just using DNA. The way I think of it is just a glorified mutant sperm bank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I got out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Well, I mean, actually, this is led up to in Apocalypse, at the end of Apocalypse, with the Essex Corporation picking up the files.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now they never actually say this is tied into the Essex Corporation, but it's really
makes
fucking
sense.
obvious that it is. So yeah, like the corn and like they did something. The same doctor that is hurting the mutants to operate on them and everything is the one that put out the mutant cure. I did air quotes. I forgot you guys can't see me. Put out the mutant cure.
I'm gonna put a camera right there one day.
I have a flip cam. We might one of these days.
Get a T3i.
You gonna pay for it?
I have one.
I'll bring it up.
I'll bring old red next time. My camera's red. That's what I call it.
Set them up in 3 different corners, and it just pans.
Yeah, people pick
from-
the angle.
Yeah, pans.
Yeah, we
from-
could.
pick the angle.
Angle, yeah.
This is gonna be the 3D.
Hold on. What were you saying about the
The corn thing.
yeah.
That same doctor is the same doctor that seems to be the one working on these kids and everything. Is the head of the facility is the
Yeah.
one that created a mutant cure.
Yeah, they put in corn and they erased mutants.
Right. Which, if you think about it, corn is in fucking everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's in Kool-Aid.
Oh, maybe it's not in Kool-Aid.
No, yes, the fuck it is.
It's like the fluoride in the water. They're controlling us.
I don't think so.
But that's not Kool-Aid.
I know,
You
you
have
gotta get
regular
some
Kool-Aid
Mix-Aid.
packets.
Oh, he's got them.
We got Flavor Aid. Oh, there's one. See if mutant could be killed with
Calcium
Kool-Aid.
phosphate. I don't see anything that says.
Nope.
Modified cornstarch.
Corns and everything.
Yeah, man.
It's not in
That's,
this one.
I thought it was the water. I
It's
must have
safe.
heard that
It's the
wrong,
last
but,
safe one.
but yeah, corn would make sense.
Yeah. Adam
I
would
guess
be
it
the
was-
only
I
safe
guess
person
it was-
on the planet if he was a mutant.
So what was they doing? Just lacing the corn, all the corn.
They were
products?
altering the corn
They
as it
altered
was
the
grown.
genetics of the
Yeah.
corn.
And it was like,
That's kinda
and
neat.
I guess that was
Yeah, but I don't know if
lacing
that's
it with
supposed to be
power
good
reducing
design.
stuff in it. And
That's what I was
Oh,
checking
that's your
out.
code.
It was
That's
like-
your Kool-Aid fund.
Yeah.
It was a
I
was
don't
a
think Kool-Aid expires.
it was a sterility thing, right, John?
Sorry, we were trying to figure out if Kool-Aid had an
If
expiration
anybody knows
date.
if Kool-Aid expires, please let us know in the comments.
We don't
Was
think
it a sterility
expires.
thing? Like they were making mutants sterile that they couldn't like there could be no more mutant births, or was it they were wiping out mutants? Like was it a poison thing?
I thought it was like a poison thing that would not allow the genes to be changed or something like that.
Or to be triggered like
Well,
the
I mean, the
X gene?
cure from like X-Men Last Stand. They put something like that in the corn.
Yeah.
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 That's the way I took it.
What was
So
that?
if you were born a mutant, once you had anything that had the corn in it, it erased.
It erased your X gene. Got rid of the X gene. That's fucked up. I mean, and you think about it though, like how many scientists out there have tried to wipe out whole races of people, like with an attack like that? I mean,
Shit,
it
it's
happens on a
happened
regular
here.
basis. Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I mean.
oh, I thought you meant just in the history of the world, but yeah, no.
Yeah, like it's and then they actually achieve it in this Logan movie, and you find out, and plus the Westchester incident, which we're assuming is Charles had a seizure, like that's the
Yeah.
first time he lost control of his powers, and killed everybody except for Logan or actually anybody. See, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I think Beast would have survived because Beast has a healing factor akin to Logan's. It's not quite as powerful.
That's not to say he wasn't weakened leading up to the Westchester incident.
Depends on how
I mean,
close Beast was to the point.
Yeah,
too.
touche. Beast was like right next to him.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah,
Still
yeah,
don't
that
think
was-
even if he left, he would have left Charles.
Well, I'm not saying he didn't.
Oh, no, I think-
mean, he just
Or
didn't.
maybe he's under lock and key too.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
could have. The
this
government
is-
could have came in.
I
and
mean,
grabbed him.
this is a society where one way or another mutants have mostly been neutralized.
Yeah.
They're either dead, arrested, induced comas, hiding. You know, maybe he does.
Yeah, I
wanna
mean, because
come
look,
back.
Caliban survived it. Like
Yeah.
he,
Well, I doubt he was a member of the X-Men.
right. Well, he would have been a Morlock, but yet again, Korn is everywhere, and he didn't. He's alive. They never explain how, but
Yeah, they don't explain that either, because...
if Caliban's out there, there are other mutants out there. I believe.
Yes, I believe there are, but I mean, I'm talking about the cure. They don't explain.
And
it.
actually-
They can only do it at a younger age.
But again, hiding.
And if you think about it too, though, that's what they're a lot of people are saying they're hinting at with the border thing is that on the other side of the border is Alpha Flight.
Yeah.
So it's Puck, Snowbird.
Yeah, I figure there's
Sasquatch.
some more mutants out there.
Yeah. And then that how far does that cure go? Is it just stateside?
Right, we don't know.
Because like the rest of the world, you wouldn't necessarily. Well, like after the Wolverine,
Canada's
Japan
the
is
safe haven.
Japan is definitely about that mutant cure. Because Japan did not like them being there.
And then one thing that also wasn't addressed. I mean, Genosha might be a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they could all.
brought that
You
up
know,
in the
they could have been. They were all like, you know, if I could find you, what is gone, we're out.
Yeah.
And that could be where Magneto is in this story.
If he's alive still.
Yeah,
'cause
if he's alive.
If Charles is
Yeah.
92, then so is Magneto.
Damn, they need to do an offshoot of this now.
I would love to see a prequel comic of the Westchester incident. Love to. Like they don't have to. It doesn't have to be animated. Doesn't have to be
Right,
live
yeah.
action. I want a comic book. It'd be great.
Animated
honestly-
would be fun though.
Animated would be cool.
Like
but,
if the animated was the same as the comic, like you could do one or the other or both.
oh yeah,
Like, but they're the same, one in the other.
yeah.
That would be fun.
Or just
Like,
buy the comic and you get a code for a download of the animated clip or whatever.
There you go. There you go. I was just about to.
If you're listening to this, Fox, which I know you're not, unless you're trying to sue us, You should do that. We'd really like it.
Yeah, don't
Wow,
matter.
I
Like,
tuned out like 20 minutes ago.
we ain't got no damn money.
Right.
They tuned out at the Kool-Aid part.
No, they tuned out when they heard him mention ass eating.
Which was John for a change. So he,
Yeah. I mean, he
I
was,
just wanted
making,
to
he was,
be
he was
honest.
making fun of me.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
I just came in the house. I assumed it was game.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if Ryan Reynolds had been listening, he probably would continue.
yeah. Like his
Ryan
name's
Reynolds,
Cajun,
he's looking us up on Twitter. Ryan Reynolds, these guys are fucking geniuses. This is great.
God, we could only hope. You guys all get tickets to the premiere of Deadpool 2. Fuck yeah.
And writing jobs. we just need a couple jokes here and there. Like, we kind of give them a fucking notebook. This is too much, guys.
Said a couple jokes. That's what we wrote.
Stuff about Kool-Aid, ass eating, some horror flick that I've never seen before. I feel like Ryan Reynolds hasn't seen Get Out, and it's not a knock on him.
No, I feel like Ryan Reynolds would watch Get Out.
I'm not saying he wouldn't watch it. I mean, he's busy.
I feel like Hugh Jackman has seen Get Out, for God's sake. But let's talk about that, too. The fact that this is his last hurrah as Wolverine, and
Man,
a lot
that
of
really
people are
makes me
upset about
sad.
it.
I'm not upset. He's done it for so long. Everybody needs a break.
I feel like
from
he's
their
got to
lives.
make
What?
cameos.
Not necessarily.
No, I think he's done.
Yeah, he said himself.
You know what we all said 2 years ago? 2 years ago, we all said that,
What is that?
what?
What the fuck is that?
It's a bird.
What kind of bird makes that noise?
From Cleveland, he don't know about birds.
It's a frog.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
frogs.
those are the
Those are
frogs.
not birds.
Don't got
Aren't
frogs
those
out
keepers?
here.
Those are
I'm going straight home when we're finished.
His car is dirty. There's frogs.
wait till
Cars
Dark
dirty, my
Knight, you're
shoes
full
got
of
dirty, it's
birds.
wet outside. It's always wet over here. Every time I get off the highway, it's wet. The whole trip here was dry.
fact,
I
though.
get over here, it was just finished raining. It's
It's like
wet.
Silent Hill light. I don't know.
Ryan Reynolds has stood outside Hugh Jackman's house playing Wham on a boombox, trying to get him to cameo Wolverine in the next Deadpool.
That'd
That
be
would be
great.
He tells
awesome.
about, I know.
I hope they agree to something like that. That'd be cool.
You know what though? Like for playing the character for 17 years, I get being tired of it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like fucking Robert Downey Jr.'s tired of Iron Man already, and it's only been 9.
They're paying
Well-
way too much money.
Well, the way they exclaimed for Hugh Jackman is every time there's a Wolverine movie or he's in something, at some point he's end up being shirtless, and they're saying that he's getting to the point where he doesn't want to keep constantly working out.
I don't blame
for the
him.
part.
Right? He can't play Fat Wolverine.
They merged Blob.
That's like, but that's like
Wolverine.
with Stephen Amell for
Mutant of Mass
Arrow.
Destruction.
He constantly works out because every season he's shirtless for a while.
Okay, wait.
I think that's just the way he's
American
made,
Ninja
though.
Warrior.
Yeah, did you see?
Oh yeah,
I still
I-
need to see that.
Yeah, that man. He made it look like it was nothing.
Yeah, I would. Man, I'd have fell on my ass.
You're talking about the small
Also
clip
I thought
can't-
you
for
were
it?
the only person we knew in real life that could do it.
I saw
Well,
this.
I can't swim, so
Oh, that's bad.
Why you gotta
Listen,
fit the
it's not that
stereotype?
I can't swim either.
I can't. Fuck it, I can't. I just can't do it.
I
That's why he's
wasn't.
scared of it being wet here.
I wasn't. I got forced to learn how to swim. I wasn't allowed to go to a friend's birthday party if I didn't know how to swim. So my grandma made me take swimming lessons.
I can swim like
No,
a fish. So.
my mom almost killed me. Threw my ass in a lake talking about you gotta learn how
Corey's
to swim.
sister pushed him into a frozen lake in Minnesota
That's
Okay,
fine.
now that'll kill you.
on a sled.
Well, you should have purified yourselves in the waters of
Lake
Lake
Minnetonka.
Minnetonka.
Aha!
It's not like Minnetonka.
I understood that reference.
Aha!
Oh shit, that was a spoon.
That was the ostrich.
Goddamn. Okay, so
I was
Wolverine.
gonna, yeah,
Hugh Jackman being done with
Where's
Logan.
the phone at battery-wise?
probably at like 7.
Nah, I should be good for a little bit. 8. I'll have to go downstairs for my charger.
It gets to the point he accepts the job. He's got the little girl with him. The character development for him is he starts to see her as his daughter.
After
That's a while.
after a while, because when he first meets her,
starts
he
to.
was like,
That's the story.
I don't want anything to do with you. Like
It
you're.
doesn't until he meets that family.
Oh yeah.
That's when I think he really.
Yeah. Can we talk about that for a minute too? Let's
I
go
would
ahead
love
and
to,
skip. Let's go
yeah.
ahead and skip ahead to the black people in the movie. And how they all got murdered.
All of them died. The son died. Come on.
I was fucking pissed. I was like, that little powers.
They weren't the first ones to die in the movie.
Thank Primus, but that's only because
They were the
They
first
killed some
one who
Mexicans
gave a
first.
shit.
Yeah, they killed the Mexicans first.